Have you ever heard anything about fake consistency? Do you know you can be consistent with God and it's not real, it's just fake? You don't know what I'm talking about, right? It's confusing. Alright, let's go. We all have that friend that only contacts us when he or she needs something from us. I mean, this friend never checks up on you. This friend never asks anything about how you're faring, how your life is going, how things are going with you. And whenever you get a message or a call from this particular friend, it's because he or she needs something from you, probably cash, help with something, just there must be something needed, right? And once you do it and you say, okay, no problem, I'll do it for you, and then the next thing is the friend is gone for another 3-4 months, and then he or she comes back again and the same thing repeats itself, asking for help. And whenever you're done with the help, the friend is gone again. You will continue to put up with it more and more and more and more, and after a while you ask yourself, guy, as in, what's up? What's happening here? And when the call comes in again, you can already bet your life on it that this person needs something from you, and you're like, see, I don't have. Sometimes it happens, right? Sometimes it happens. On that note, I welcome you to today's talk session, and I hope you learn one of these things as we go. I understand that the scenario I just painted is actually very relatable. If you don't have a friend like that, maybe you are the friend. Maybe you're the one like that. It's actually very relatable, but that's just on the lighter note. Let's flip it a bit. Now look at it from the angle of you and God. You and God. It's not easy for you to pray every morning. It's not easy for you to wake up in the midnight and pray because I usually have a very stressful day. I go to work all morning. I'm on my toes all morning, using my brain, using my body, everything to work. And I for those of us that live in Lagos, we are in the traffic. Even to get home from work, I get home from work, I'm exhausted. I want to sleep. I want to just eat and sleep. Like, I don't even have control over the sleep, because once food comes and I eat, the sleep just comes naturally. And and that's the standard excuse of almost everybody, especially those of us that are in Lagos. And we begin to wonder, what if something happens? Maybe you had a horrible dream. You saw different masquerades chasing you with cane in the dream, or somebody shooting you dead in the dream. Crazy and horrible dreams like that now happen, and you wake up scared, or you wake up breathing heavily. Tell me if you will go back to sleep. As a believer, I'm not talking about those that are not believers. Those ones, there's topic for them another time. But I'm talking about believers that you don't have any other God. You are not going to go and call any prayer contractor to come and pray for you or anything. It's just you and God. It's you and this God. So you had this horrible dream, or someone is antagonizing you seriously. Person is on your case, and you're like, God, now only you feel fight this battle. Will you still count on your busy schedule? Like, I'm so busy, I cannot even pray. I'm telling you, the sleep will go off your eyes. You will not be able to sleep. For night, you will stand and you'll be praying and you'll be calling on God, crying and yelling and doing all sort of drama. And as soon as that ends, after that prayer, and you finally got answer to your prayer, you feel, finally, I feel relieved. And then you go back to your busy excuses and busy day and busy schedule. I'm busy again. Now that's fake consistency. That's fake consistency. And if we look deeply, most of us as believers, including I, have once done this before. That God is just looking at us that, you're my child, you're my child, I will have mercy on you. I will have mercy on you. Because most of the times when we are hit with life challenges, when life challenges hit us, difficult situation hit us, and we know we don't have any other person aside God, we run back to Him. For that certain period, we are consistent. Some of us will go on mountains. Some of us will go on different places kabashing and praying, rolling and rolling. God, you have to come through. If you don't come through, there's nothing I can do. And after he comes through for you, the next thing is you are back to your normal life. I don't even want to talk to the extreme now. Some of us, as our so-called believers, we drink, we do all those things. That's another topic for another day. But when it is time, when we are faced with challenges, we quit all those things. We quit the drinking, we quit all of those things, and we stay, holy for God. And after the challenges are gone and you feel relieved, breath of fresh air, we go back. Default settings. Now that's fake consistency. Okay. Before you shoot me, I know you're already piling up Bible text to counter what I just said. Like, what do you mean? God said we should come unto him, all of us who are labored and heavily laden, that he will give us rest. Sheila, what do you mean? God said he will uphold us with his righteous hand. He said we should look up to him for our help, that our help cometh not from the Lord. He also said we should ask and we shall receive. We should seek and we shall find. We should ask until our joy is full. I know. Yes. I know you have Bible text. But let's arrange this. Let's just go back to the beginning. Let's go back to Genesis. When God created Adam and Eve, what was the purpose of creation? Was it for us to just continue asking and asking? Did Adam have to ask for anything particular from God? God gave him everything. And if you read Genesis chapter 3 from verse 8 now, he said, and they heard, that was after the fall of man, after the fall of Adam, after they had eaten the fruit and everything. He said, and they heard the voice of the Lord God working in the garden in the cool of the evening. Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord, from the Lord God, among the trees of the garden. Now, this was not, if you read it very well, and if you read other versions, you realize that this was not just a one-off thing. It wasn't just that, okay, God knew that, they had sinned against him and he wanted to just go and pay them a visit. God was paying them a visit. He usually paid them a visit. If he wants to fellowship with man, he wants to pay you a visit. He wants to converse with you. He wants to help you out, even without asking, just by fellowshipping with you. Now, when God fellowship with you, when you are consistent in your place of fellowship with him, you are consistently talking to him, you are just at his presence, not necessarily for the things you need, not necessarily to ask for a particular thing, but just to enjoy his presence. And you are there. Leave me at the altar with my Father. That's all you are just there to do. At the altar with him. He will not come and visit you empty-handed. He knows your need even before you ask. So he will not come and meet you empty-handed. He will come bearing gifts. And that gift will be something that you ought to even request for in the first place. But you wouldn't have to request because you have a consistent fellowship with him. Not the fake one that you do when you just pick something. So not to bore us with plenty stories, I hope you have picked something already. And I also want to quickly share with us that the essence of this is not just to, say a lot of words, give multitude of words, and nobody is being impacted. The idea is to impact people, is for us to help each other. Doing this helps me too, because I cannot keep saying things that I don't do. So I have to start doing it. I have to start trying. And to the glory of God, since we started this series, I've been trying to be consistent. It's hard. I look at my bed sometimes and I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to die before daybreak if I don't pray. But then I still push myself hard. And I think by next week when we are wrapping up, I will share a few tips on the things I do or that I have been doing to be consistent in my fellowship with God. And I hope you do that too. I hope you try to do something that helps you to just stay close to God. Stay close to him. He is the way, is the truth, is the life, is everything we need. I hope you have picked out something today. I hope you have learned something today. And if you have been blessed, it will be great for you to be a blessing too. Kindly share this video with 1 or 2 friends. Subscribe if you are yet to. Like, just give us a like. Drop a comment, just engage. Okay? Thank you very much. God bless you. I leave you with love